Alright guys, welcome back to the channel for another video. Tonight's video is going to be about fuel and running E30 in your S650. So, there's a lot of questions out there. Can you run E30? Does the car have to be tuned? You know, etc., etc. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take the car to the pump and show you guys exactly how I filled my car up using an E30 mixture, 93 and E85. So, but before we get there, I haven't driven a car in a while. It's nice and cool tonight. I say nice and cool. What a jackass. Nobody around anyway. You got to get right in front of me. Anyway, it's about 20 degrees cooler than it's been at any given point tonight since I've ever owned this vehicle. So, well, I shouldn't say ever, but since I've ever driven the vehicle. It's about 61. It's probably the coolest it's been here in South Louisiana in quite some time. So, anyway, y'all give me a minute. I'm getting ready to make me a draggy pull here in a second just to check it out and see what it'll do with this difference in temperature. I'm anxious. Maybe we could break an 11-second pass with the draggy. I think my best to date's a 1209, but I think the coolest I've ever ran the car is like 80 plus degrees, high humidity. So we're gonna give it a run here in a second, see what happens, and then I'll continue the video when I go head back toward the gas station, and I'll show you guys what I'm doing, what I'm running in my car. So stay tuned, we'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. Getting ready to pull up at the gas station. That draggy run did not go good at all. It's not as intended. I just basically burned the tires off. And first gear, couldn't do much of anything trying to manual shift. So, anyway, we're pulling up right now. I'm going to get out the car here in a minute and show you exactly what I'm doing. But for anybody interested, just so you know, I use MPT's E30 calculator. MPT is more power tuning. I trust those guys. I've had 3 F-150s tuned with their stuff. Their PRX tune is pretty good. If you have a 14 all the way through like a 24 or 23, whatever it is, F-150 with a 3.5 Eco Boost, you'll be wowed by their PRX tune for that truck. I'm talking about significant gains. I've actually had a 5.0 Coyote F-150 tuned by him too. It makes some pretty good gains as well, as long as you're running up the premium fuel. You got to run the PRX. You got to run the premium fuel in any of their tunes. You know, F-150, whether it's a 3.5 or a 5.0. The PRX is, I believe, it's their Performance Race Extreme tune is what it's called. That's why they call it a PRX. But anyway, I'm getting off the beaten path here on that. But so I use their E30 calculator just because, you know, I trust, you know, their input on things. I know they're a good tuner. So I use their calculator. You can use it on their site. I'm basically out right now. I have 16 miles to empty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 9.5 gallons of 93 octane and 5.5 gallons of E85. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I have tested the fuel at this particular racetrack, the E85, several times. The content is never anywhere near E85. It's always like E68, E66, E70, E71. So I'm just using a baseline of E70 on MPT's calculator, and that'll get me using approximately 9.5 gallons of 93 and 5.5 gallons of E85 gets me to that E30 mark. And that'll pretty much fill the car up completely. And I always do that. I always run the car as low as I can. As you can see right there, 16 miles to empty. So I'm just about empty right now. So I like to run it as close to empty as I can and then fill it all the way up. It makes the calculations a lot simpler to me. So anyway, you guys stay tuned. I'll get this pump started in a minute, pick the video back up, show you exactly what I'm doing. I'll be right back. Alright guys, here we are at the pump. Just so y'all can see what we're doing here. Going 93. And like I said, we're going to put about 9.5 gallons in 93. So we'll let it roll for a minute. We'll put 9.5 gallons in. Then we'll top it off with the rest of the E85. So put the factory 19-inch performance pack wheels back on the car for a few days. Had some rubbing issues with the 315 35 20s, so I'll swap that up a little bit, do a little something different. That Steed Progressive lowering spring kit. That's the fronts. Move it back over here before I mix my mixture over here. Showing y'all these wheels. Getting close. Making it even $32. That'd be close enough. 9.52. 93 octane. Stay tuned and I'll show you. We're going to fill it the rest of the way up with the 85. We'll be right back. Alright guys, here we are. As you can see, getting ready to top old blazing blue off with the E85. So pretty much going to put whatever else she'll hold in the 85. Should be around 5.5 gallons or so. Not going to go much over that. I know I only had 16 miles to empty, so we'll see what happens. I'm not going to let it go much over 5.5 because I don't want that mixture to get too high, but we'll see. I imagine it's going to cut off around 5 gallons, 5.5 gallons, so that'll be the perfect mixture. If not, I'll go ahead and stop it anyway. So see what happens. There we go, almost like clockwork. Go ahead and bump it up a little bit more. Stop below $11.50. That'll put us almost 5. So there we go. You can run that in the calculator. 9.5 gallons of 93 and 5.326 gallons of E85. There it is. So, and that should give us real close to an E30 mixture. It might be off by a hair. Again, the key, what you have to do is, before you try this at home, please test the fuel first. Do not take my word for it. Here in the New Orleans area where I'm at, our E85 sucks. So most places it's in the E60s. Like I said, I've tested at this gas station several times. It's always between E65 and E71. So I just use an average of E70. I don't think you can go wrong if you are a little low, a little on the low side. But what you don't want to do is get too much E85 in the tank. So anyway, so there it is. We're gonna start her up and we'll take her for a spin. All right, so we're all fueled up and ready to roll. We're gonna take it for a little spin and show you guys how she runs with this E30 mixture. I'll tell you what, I can tell she's a little spicy just from the difference in the temperature outside. I mean, it's a big difference. I don't know, you know, I hear all these guys that they race cars and they do a lot of drag and street racing and stuff, and they talk about the temperature and the humidity and the DA. And I don't really keep track of a lot of that. I mean, obviously I know the car is going to breathe better, make more power in the cooler, less humid air. But just driving it tonight after not really have driven the car for about 2 months or close to it, she definitely feels a little spicy, a little woken up. So I have to attribute that to the temperature and the weather out here tonight. So like I said, we're getting ready to go for a little ride. Stay tuned. We'll do a few clips and let you guys see how she runs with this E30 mixture. Again, I want to stress, please test your fuel first before you just start making this mixture. If you are in an area that's got a E85 that's truly close to E85, you cannot use the mixture I'm telling you to use and the mixture that you've seen me use in this video. So again, just please test your fuel. You can find, I think it's you can Google E85 or just fuel test kit. Mine is I can't remember the name of it. It's got a little monkey green box with a little monkey on it, a little glass vial. But anyway, maybe I'll show you guys a picture of it when I get back to the house. But you know, you could buy a kit. They're real cheap. Definitely worth investing in if you're going to try to run some kind of a mixed fuel. So anyway, stay tuned. I'll be right back with you guys. Get out on the highway and we'll make a little bit more content. All right, guys, we're back. Headed back towards the house. May even go try to make another draggy run. Maybe warm these tires up a little bit and see what we can do. But anyway, driving around. She's running good, just like she was. I'm gonna get on it here in a second and let you guys see what she's doing here. Stand by a second. Let's see. Do a quick little hit real quick in a second. Let me get through this little windy road. There's some, I think there's some traffic cameras right up here, so we gotta make sure we're kind of staying within the speed limit. I definitely don't want to get no paperwork sent to my house with the, you know, Uncle Sam with his hand out. So we'll do what we gotta do. Do this little stretch real quick, and then we'll get on in a minute. Speaking of paperwork, comment in the comments if any of you guys live in areas where they mail you tickets. They have these traffic cameras. They have these vehicles that sit on the side of the road with cameras built into them around our area. Are they doing that around y'all? And then I guess the bigger question is, are y'all paying these tickets? So I've heard some talk about people saying, you know, they can't make you pay them because they can't prove who was driving the vehicle. And then there's some people that just pay them because they don't want to deal with the bullshit. So, but you know, as I've gotten older and a little wiser, I'm just trying to do what I need to do so that I don't even have to worry about getting any paperwork in the mail, and therefore I don't have to worry about whether or not I'm paying tickets or not. So, but I just like to know if other areas you guys have any same things in y'all's area or not. I hadn't seen it anywhere else. Then again, you know, it's not like I'm driving outside of the New Orleans area on a regular basis. So But anyway, I'm trying to get to a little open area where we can actually get on it a little bit. But as you can see, there's a lot of cars on the road right now. So I'm gonna get to an area here in a minute for sure where I can get on it. So you guys just stay tuned a minute and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm gonna give it a quick little hit right here. Low 40 to maybe 90 or so. Yeah, a little spicy, a little rowdy. So I think she likes the E30 for sure. So, but like I said, I'm gonna get it on the highway and give it a little run here in a minute, and be able to get moving pretty good. So stay tuned in a second. All right, guys, as you can see, we got a little open road in front of us. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a run and show y'all how she likes to behave with this E30 mixture. Start. Probably helping out quite a bit too. So, but I'm actually going to turn around here in a minute and try to go get me a draggy hit again. Maybe I'll just leave the traction control on this time and see what it'll do. So, stand by. When I get back to the house in a few minutes, I'm going to show you guys the fuel testing kit, and that way, you know, you guys can test your fuel for yourself. Make sure you're getting the right mixture. So that, you know, you can run the E30 if you like. Now this car, for you guys who have not followed the channel previously, subscribed, right now the car just has the Cook's long tubes headers. I did change the straight pipes to Cook's catted connection pipes now. Corsa Extreme catback with the X pipe. And Steeda filters. That's really it. The car's bone stock otherwise. Run an E30 mixture, so you don't have to be tuned, you don't have to be whippled, you don't have to be, you know, Roush supercharged, you don't have to be turboed or whatever else to run this fuel mixture. So anyway, just stay tuned for a minute, guys. I'll show you all that testing kit, and then we'll finish up the video. So we'll be right back. Alright guys, this is the kit that I use to test my E85. Boost Monkey comes with a little vial inside of here. Pretty simple. The instructions are on the vial. And it comes with a couple of these little turkey baster, miniature turkey baster things right here. So it's pretty simple. That's it. That's what I've been using to test my E85. Make sure before you do any mixtures of any kind that you test your E85, because you probably aren't getting E85. So that's going to conclude the video. Like, subscribe to the channel. Let me know you guys' thoughts, and we'll be back with another video soon. Appreciate it.